Okay, welcome everybody to the Montpelier Board of Works meeting on April 15th. I'd like to start us off with a quick prayer. Father God, we thank you for the day you've given us, and thank you for our community. We pray for vision and direction in this meeting and in all that we do. Lord, give us success, and may we bring you glory in all that we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen.
All right, roll call.
Gary Cagle.
Here.
Gary Blumenhurst.
Here.
Mayor Neff.
Here.
Chase Perry.
Here.
Cameron Bonowit.
Here.
Chief Chris Snyder.
Here.
Okay. Got our agenda in front of us, so I'd like to move all our guests below our minutes so that we're above our department heads. But and then we have Robert King bid opening for his house for removal. That'll be on unfinished. But aside from that, do we get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Gary Blumenhurst motion, Gary Cagle seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, Gary Cagle motions.
I'll second.
Seconds, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Alrighty. Okay, well, I'd like to start us off with our guests first. I guess I'll start with you, Jasmine. So, you good?
Hi, I'm Jasmine with USI Consultants. Today I have 3 agreements actually. So the first one is for us to help the city with the July CCMG Community Crossings call. This will be application assistance through project closeout. And that one will be for $32,000. The second agreement that we have is a Biolytics agreement. This is a 1-year contract with Biolytics for the city to own Biolytics themselves and do their pays and ratings to submit to LTAP. And this one will be $4,310.
Just so you know what that is. Well, the first one was the for 2027 CCMG, community crossings. Yeah. That is the so we can get our grant. Or it's the state pays 80%. If we get the grant, state pays 80% of the roads and sidewalks, and we use USI then to get that. So that's saying that basically we get the grant, then they pay administer it for us. So the second, Biolytics, is actually street evaluation, and then we have to have that to go forward with the grant. It's basically evaluates all the streets and tells us what streets are good and bad and what needs to be repaired. So
yeah, it does your pays and ratings, which are due to end on December 1st of every single year. And so the city will have that in-house to do that. And along with that, you have to submit a pavement asset management plan. And the third contract is for USI to help with plan updates for 2026 and 2027. We'll help with the LTAP submission, including the 10 extra roads that LTAP is requiring this year. And so that is also due December 1st to remain eligible for funding, and we're going to help you guys update that for the next 2 years.
do we need can we do a mass vote all those in, or we need to do it individually, or?
I name them individually.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, well, first one, application assistance for bid documents for 2027. That is a bid for, let's see, $32,000. And do we have oh, is that not turned on? Oh, no. Okay. All right. Okay. Well.
Figment of your imagination.
Yeah. All right. We have a motion to approve submitting for the community crossings grant, their help for $32,000.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Gary Blue.
I'll second.
Gary Cagle seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then the Biolytics, which is $4,310, and that's our pavement evaluation, which is needed to submit for the grant. Do you have a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion.
Gary Cagle motions, Gary Bloomer
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
And lastly then, our 2026, 2027 authorization to proceed, pavement management plan for 26 and 27. That's for $11,000 for 2026 and $2,500 for 2027. Do a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Gary Bloomer's motions.
I'll second.
Seconds. Okay, all fair say aye.
Aye.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I'll sign these in. You don't have to stick around for the whole meeting. This might be a long one. There you go.
Brittany,
I'm sorry?
depending on how long this goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just get scanned. That'd be great. Thank you. Okay, all right. Okay.
Like 3:10.
Alrighty. So then we have several people who would like to speak. I guess I'll start with Mr. Tracy Alexander, if you did want to come up here. Yeah. Good.
Never done this before.
Oh, that's fine. You're fine. Just
saying.
basically, so.
This is about the racetrack, to be honest with you,
Right, okay.
because of all the dirt that they brought in over the last couple of years.
Okay.
It is just, they fixed their problem with the drainage, but it's total just out down there on Elm Street. I've got video from last year where it was. I put it on Facebook on mine
Okay.
as the new Montpelier River, and then last night it was like 4 times worse than what it's ever been. And we need to get something done. Either the racetrack's got to do something. I don't know. People comment that there's culverts back here that are already concreted in. I had no clue about it.
I heard that too, but I'm not.
I don't know.
I don't know that, I've never heard that from anybody who is,
Yeah, because I know there's an alley back there between the railroad track and the houses on the other side of the road to me. That's never been used. So I don't know if there's drainage dishes back in there that's supposed to be opened up. Couldn't tell you.
I think there's just sewer that runs back there, isn't there? Did you know that?
No.
Back behind Jerry Michaels and.
Because I know there's one across the street from me that I always keep clean. I make sure it's clean
Yeah.
throughout the year, wintertime and everything like that.
right,
And I brought it up, it needs to be moved, a culvert to it to help out on light rains. Even, last night, I understand, it was bad. But even on a medium rain, we still have the river. It comes from the alleyway in railroad track to the fifth wheel trailer that shouldn't be there across the street that somebody's living in the summertime. Through their property, through mine, all the way down, it washed out gravel underneath the shed I put in, and I put
What's your address?
609
609 Elm?
South Elm.
Okay, 609.
So it ran underneath the shed that I put 6 inches to 8 inches of landscape timbers, because I knew it was there.
Okay.
So I built it up, and it went almost up to 4 inches on my garage door, because all the water's just coming that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's coming from the racetrack, or it's
yeah,
coming?
it's
okay.
coming out of the racetrack, out of the pits. It's coming from the pit,
Okay.
because I think his name's Mike, that lives on the corner.
Oh, yeah, my object.
It comes behind his house, through the 2-3 empty lots between him,
Uh-huh,
straight, and Ron Lytle's
right,
mobile home
okay,
goes in front of that, and it cuts through my yard all the way back
okay,
behind Sills' place, and then it flooded out that whole street last night.
Right, yeah, I saw that.
Wonder,
Big time.
wonder if there's a way that we could put that onto the track, onto the racetrack or the
What?
railroad, because they've got a nice ditch right there that goes down to Monroe Street.
Okay. Oh, that's true, they do, yeah.
To, I
Yeah,
mean,
they do.
Because
We can direct
after they brought in all the, because like I said, I retired last winter.
Yeah.
So basically, I was always gone all the time. I ran a car carrier. And now I'm at the house and I saw most of the time that all the dump trucks were running all last summer into there, hauling, 200-300 loads of dirt. So they eased their problem out for flooding out, which increased us flooding out now.
Okay,
So,
well,
because it was coming out of the drive, coming into the racetrack like a river too. So it's coming out of the racetrack on the road that goes in and coming around the pit area. So they're funneling it this way, all their
well,
water.
yeah, we were talking to Paul Schreiber, Chase and I were, this morning about that. The water from the farm that's directly, what is it, south and, no, it's, sorry, yeah, south of there. All that water from the county basically is just flooding right into the city. And, we're not sure how to handle that either.
So basically, you're saying the farm there.
Yeah.
So what the racetrack did was they piled all the dirt on their property, so it eliminates to going around into the racetrack.
I don't know.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Yes.
I think that's essentially what they. I think that's essentially what they did.
So basically, the natural water flow of should be they've disturbed the hell out of it then
Yeah. Well, yeah.
by doing.
I've got a meeting with Paul Shriver. He's supposed to put me on a schedule, and we're gonna go scan the property. I think we need to get him more involved into it,
right.
because that's kind of more of his expertise, and he knows the laws and all that when it comes to disturbing a waterway. And since a lot of that is coming from the county out there, I'm not saying your stuff isn't specifically coming from the
So,
county.
I didn't want to step on you. The drain that's in front of me, is there any way possible to move it 50 feet and over across the road where my driveway is? Because all the water gathers right there at the south end of my driveway. Always has. And if there was a drain right there, I think that would help
Okay.
a shitload out.
We
But I don't know if it's feasible or not.
might be able to run it. We might be able to cut across the road and tie something in. I really need to get the size on it and see.
Because I've got pictures on my phone, I can show you how the water is just sitting in there. That's why I said, I don't even know if it's ever been cleaned out since I've lived there.
Yeah.
So
I
it-
wouldn't-
heck,
yeah, I
it-
wouldn't be opposed
It
to
might be
send-
plugged.
Sending me that here later.
Okay.
I don't see why we couldn't pick the water up over there if that's the direction it's going.
Well, if we get a drain there and say it's not being used, it's not even working.
It's just
All the ground's too high. The ground's here,
Oh,
let's
so
say the ground
the-
here, and then it's over here.
Oh,
Then
okay.
you got the drain over here on this side of the road.
Right, so the drain's way
And
higher than,
everything's-
okay, well,
And then when they put
that'd be help.
repaved it, they crowned it over a little bit, so
Right.
it helped.
So-
On a steady rain, it helps a little bit,
Yeah.
but it still comes out basically from the pits
Yeah.
over there, and
Right.
it comes right there on the south end of my driveway, because there's a dip right there.
Right, of course, anything
I
you
mean,
might
hell,
do
if
with
I-
Paul might change that, change where it goes, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's the high point, you definitely don't want it. to
Yeah, the
rain
high
there.
point's on the west side of the road,
Yeah.
and the low point goes on the east side of the road.
Yeah.
And that's where the drain's at, it's on the
Okay,
east side, or west side of the road.
Wow.
And it's, like I said, it's
Yeah.
about 50 feet, 75 feet
yeah,
too far north of where all the water's coming from.
yeah, yeah,
If you, I know Jerry and whoever owns the fifth wheel camper now, that's tries to live in there all summer long. You can put a culvert right there, just a ditch to make the water go towards that drain. I think it would help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll try to come up with a game plan.
If nothing else, you know, I can run 15 yards of fucking dirt in my yard and build a barricade in that way.
yeah, there you go,
I don't want to.
right, yeah,
I mean, if I got looking decent down in that area after you guys paved, it looks great.
yeah,
And now
Yeah.
we're having this other issues.
yeah. Well, we're gonna have Chase and
Yeah, we're
Paul
gonna- I mean,
Schreiber is gonna work on it, and
we're gonna have to
they'll get a
address
plan.
it.
Okay,
So-
appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so then,
Right in front of where that,
Gary, do you wanna go next, or do you? Okay, okay.
Either one of us.
Okay, all right, all right,
Much
all right.
difference to me.
Okay, all right. Gary,
Well, everyone
Yeah.
knows we had quite a bit of rain last night in a short distance of time.
yeah,
The water ran down Standard Oil so fast that on the corner right there of Windsor now, it washed all the gravel the city put out in the yard now. And I've got pictures on my phone.
okay,
The biggest problem is it seems to collect in like two places down there, my house and where she lives, Chase's mom's place.
Yeah.
That's the two collection points.
yeah,
Last administration, I tried to get them to come down a block and tie us into the new 36. Never happened. Eliminate some of our water problems.
yeah,
I've lived there for 40-plus years and still got the same issue. But the biggest issue is, every time it rains, I got water in my front yard, the city sewer's full, and I can't use none of my inside
Yeah.
facilities.
okay,
3 hours and a half before it went down out of the city sewer. I got pictures on my phone where the water's boiling out of the clean out this high.
combined.
it is, okay, all right, well,
I mean, there's stuff down the line
Yeah.
on that way that's combined that,
yeah,
Because you
No.
get, in the middle of Winter Street, there's a solid top clean out for the sewer. You take that top off, which we've done so many times. It's
Last
full.
time.
It's down full, clear top of the road to sewer.
okay,
So it's like, if it's full there and boiling out the clean outs, I know Jody has the same problem, hers, because she's lower than I am. Where's all the going from upstream?
yeah, yeah,
About 15 years ago, I had called the Board of Health in to get anything done. They took water samples, and it blowed the numbers off the charts because of the waste that was in the front yard and all. Because it just runs, they're tied together.
right,
So like I said, anytime the water's in the front yard, sewer, it's got water in the sewer, it's full. So apparently it must be full from here clear to the lift station, which is, that's a long distance.
yeah,
yeah, it's probably a surcharge from the Warren Avenue and Rockefeller. It's honestly one of the things where it's probably gonna have to be a major project.
what, we did something last summer, what was that?
We cleaned it.
We cleaned it, but
Oh, that's right, that's
I
right,
mean,
yeah, that's right,
it's clean, but 12-inch pipe can only take so much water, you know?
right.
Well, the
so
one
it's-
in the alley's 18 inch.
Is it 18?
It's an 18 in the alley behind me.
Yeah,
And it was standing, the clean out well, the drain right there at the corner of Standard and Windsor, it was standing level full at the top. It wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
About 11:30 I went out though last night, and where they put the new drains in on the other side of Windsor, where that whole road was flooded, after the water caught up, that water was running through the black plastic pipe underneath the road back right over on me. So it was not going north. After it gets caught up, to a certain point, when it gets caught up, instead of that water going north, it won't. It'll come right across the road and right back on my side. You can see it flowing through the pipe, 11:30.
So did they tie that pipe into that?
They tied all three of them drains into that 10-inch pipe. I said, what is the purpose of that? Well, that's what's on the docket for them to do, so that's what they did.
who's they?
It was that last project we had.
That last project was.
Oh, the one just 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Huh,
They tied all three of them drains into that little 10-inch pipe. And it was flooded obviously from where all the water was, but for it to ever get caught up when everything else gets caught up. Because if you can just go down there and watch, Harriet's will drain first, then hers and mine are the last.
And it's picking up everything on the highway too.
Yep. The whole highway, it just runs down there. Everything. Right to my front yard and then goes to her. Over to her. But the biggest issue is the sewer. Why is it, I've complained about this for 40 years. Why is the sewer always full when I got water in the front yard?
yeah,
We're separated.
right,
Somewhere it's not, big
Right.
time.
right, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll have to-
But even, like I was telling Chase, even the pipe across the street's only 10 inch. It's not near big enough.
Right.
But not only that, everybody down that end of town plus everybody on the west side of Standard Oil pays ditch assessment tax.
You know what, I think the whole town, I pay it. I pay it throughout the whole city, I think.
Isn't that where
This is,
Shriver comes into play?
Yeah,
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 well, that's where our stormwater goes, but yeah, we pay ditch assessment tax on Chapman Ditch only
yeah,
for down there. So if part of that should be part of him.
right,
And it may be one of them things where we just gotta run a bigger line right there
yeah.
out to
If
Chapman
we
Ditch.
just change that from a 10-inch to.
But if we're gonna do that, we need to pick it up at the highway.
Okay,
Well, it is now, that's where it's picked up now.
Right.
The one drain by well, it's a antique shop now.
right,
On that corner, when your dad was mayor, they tied that drain in and ran that 10-inch all the way down and tied out that whole section into it, that, when he developed it.
right,
And, the reason they done that was because the state helped him pay for it to get that funding done and drain the car wash through that one separate drain. Well, that's way too much water for a little 10-inch pipe.
right. So if we went with a bigger pipe, is that the fix, or is that
It would be the fix for the west side, but his issue with the sewer, that would be a separation.
yeah,
See, they even smoked all this at one point in time.
yeah,
I don't know what all the findings was, but they did find several leak files tied into the sewer,
Yeah.
but they could never pinpoint
where
it was tied in at, what's
Sewer.
wrong.
yeah,
When they smoked it,
Yep, they never could find it,
I don't know if I was.
because I spent quite a bit of time with them when they smoked all that down through there, just
who was,
seeing what was going on. It's been years.
yeah, MS smoked it, okay.
They had it smoked.
Was
Yep.
that when they did the main intercept?
This is right before the last big project, they smoked it, remember?
It's been smoked twice down through there. Right about that. The results was, or what they found, surely there's somebody with some paperwork somewhere that would say whatever that company was that smoked all of it.
Well, we still use them.
Rick.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rick would probably get the results.
yeah.
So,
I guess, so if we run a 10-inch, change that from a 10-inch to something else, if we just did it ourselves, could we save a lot of money?
Yeah, we just have to see what's gonna be in the way. Cause when it was ran, there wasn't development down there, was there? There wasn't any houses when they ran that line?
no,
10
there
inch?
was not.
Well, as a matter of fact, they're gonna repave that. this
Yeah,
summer.
see, that's another thing I was gonna ask about.
Yeah,
Can we hold up on that till we figure out something?
no, it's.
I mean, I don't wanna see it Standard Oil repaved and then say, well, we can't do nothing about the drainage.
That's- yeah,
Cause
we-
see, that's what happened to me on Winter Street. They paved Winter Street, cause I wanted something done. I wanted to come on down and tie into that corner, cause where I live, because the water from there that overflows just flows over to her. I mean, it has no place to go. It's only gonna fill up so much before it runs on north. Cause it runs over the next driveway, and then they've got a big, well, they put two pipes in there. But see, when they built her house, when your dad had that house built,
We didn't build her house, but we, no.
when Lou Ann Pemberton lived there,
Okay, yeah,
he actually went, instead of getting her house flooded, he actually rented a big trash pump off of Ramsier, and they pumped water across the road into that lot right there, just so it had to get it out of his yard.
oh,
So, yeah,
We could go down, I mean, we could just put it in the street.
well,
We're
we
gonna
got
redo
that
the
ditch, is it the Chapman ditch? It's just directly, we talked about that with,
It's to the west.
yes, could we run a line there?
Chapman Ditch was originally originated from all the back behind where Frank Van Camp lives, back Blackford Boulevard down through there. There's like a 24-inch at the beginning of Chapman Ditch, which drains all that, and that's how Chapman Ditch came about years ago. We just ran our pipe into it, the one that's on the other side. As far as I know, for knowledge wise, in the back there, that's the only two pipes that's in Chapman Ditch. Cause it runs under 18 when they put that in, to get that 24-inch. Like I said, my biggest issue is the sewer.
Yeah, that's, I think it's two engineering companies that look at it, that's really weird. They can't find it. But I think if we got that 10-inch line changed to a bigger line, that would fix a lot of the problems right there,
It would take care of everything on the west side.
right?
The stuff on the east side, that goes down to the old liquor store, and I'm not entirely sure where it goes after that. I think
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it may keep going south behind the.
Well, but I guess if we got the west side taken care of, because you said that yours goes from, you're on the east side, so you said it goes over to the west side. So if we took care of, apparently, if we got that line,
I mean, we can address that and see what that takes off.
yeah, well, why don't we do that? And let's just get a,
I think we're just gonna have to get Paul Shriver involved,
okay,
because I mean, it's a major undertaking.
okay,
We'll have to shoot elevation and see what kind of fall we have
right,
from there.
okay.
And I would assume that we'd probably just go in the road. If we're gonna redo the road anyway.
Yeah.
And then we
that's-
gotta see what kind of utilities we're gonna have to work around.
Right, yeah, okay. Okay. Well, that sounds like a plan then, I guess, so,
Well, anything be better than,
right.
than what we got. I mean, like I said, I've been dealing with this over 40 years, the same thing. Whenever we get rain,
Right.
the sewer's always full.
Yeah, that's weird.
You have to
That's, okay.
Hopefully, we can put something together and move forward before we fix everything up down, the streets and all.
Right, yeah, okay.
All right, thank
okay,
you.
well, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Gary.
Did you have anything you want to add, or do you?
Nothing to add, I was
Oh.
just gonna pretty much agree with what he was saying, really the sewer is kind of like my concern too, so
Yeah,
especially
okay.
like I have animals, I have
Yeah.
nieces and nephews that are kind of out in the yard playing, so
Okay.
when you hear that there's a possibility of sewer in it, it's kind of like, no, that's not good.
No,
But I
yeah.
pick his brain all the time, so.
Yeah, yeah, all right, okay, all right, very good. And then Justin, did you want to say something?
Big pipe you think we need? Big pipe you think we need?
I've seen a lot more down there.
24?
Says a 10.
So I know it's not on you. I called you in Florida about the stop sign.
Yeah, right.
Now they've put another stop sign in, and I know Chase leaves his house and sees it. Now they've got it 50 foot off the center, which is okay, but that's not been there. Snyder, when did you say that was in there last that you know of?
I was here in '94.
Okay, and it had blown over. It's blocking my usage of my own lot.
Okay.
Okay, I've called the state, they've not done nothing. So my question becomes this to you, Brad. If they're gonna do that to me, why haven't they done that to you guys? Any access to the state highway is supposed to have a stop sign, is that correct?
Yeah,
So why is there not one on Depot Street, right here?
yeah, I don't know.
Furthermore, I know that would be on the state, why is there not one on Depot Street going that way?
Yeah.
If I run that stop sign down there,
Well,
or
that way,
not stop sign.
that's city property. This is on the state. Now, you're right, they probably
Right,
could.
but what I'm saying is if I pull out back there
Yeah.
and I get hit, whose fault is that? If I pull out right here and get hit, whose fault is that?
Well,
That's the state.
that's the state's.
Why does the state not have one here, but they want to use my parking lot?
Yeah, that's,
I mean,
I know, those are
I
not
don't
questions we
know.
can answer,
So,
but,
and they don't want to return my calls, so
Yeah.
is that something that you can say, it's not been there?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need it there because we've got one on the other side of the road.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
and if there is a problem and they need a stop sign there, where's my sidewalk? There was a sidewalk there years ago.
okay.
When your dad was mayor, there was a sidewalk there. There was a sidewalk in front of Chase's lot. There's no sidewalk. Who's responsible for that? We didn't take our sidewalks out. Is that on the city or is that on the state?
That's,
Because I want to put a new parking lot in myself,
yeah,
right? And I'll pay for my own parking lot, or I'll try to get the grant to get backed on that. But who's responsible for the sidewalk? I'm not.
I think you are. I think,
Why's that?
homeowner, I think that's just part
I
of the
didn't take it
homeowners are
out.
responsible for the
I
sidewalks.
didn't take it out,
Yeah.
right?
okay.
Like,
Well, I mean, you didn't, yeah, it wasn't there when you got it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, so,
I mean,
yeah.
Chase, did you ever have a sidewalk? Or was it taken out before you bought that property?
Well, you can see the remains of it. It's still there.
Okay.
It's,
Oh, what's there?
Yeah.
I mean,
So I'm just saying, who took those out though? Was it the city or the state that took those
I
out?
think they just deteriorated. I mean, they've just not been
Okay.
those,
So then it still puts it back on the landowner.
yeah, I believe it does, yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. But, yeah, I can make a phone call for you, or
Yeah,
Cam
I
can.
would
don't know if
appreciate it,
you-
because
yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
it's taken up, I mean, it's, if I come from mowing and
Yeah.
and there's a car, it's Chase is sitting there leaving,
Yeah,
and I go to turn, it's about impossible to make that turn.
It is kind of tight from where the approach is for the railroad.
okay.
Then I had one other question, if you know of any buildings in this town, because I've been helping out Venus,
Yeah.
because she's flooded out again, and that's nothing on the city. I get the fact that we had a lot of rain, but is there any help that the community can give to the food pantry for the people that need it? Because
Last
she
time-
is trying to do her best.
She said she was gonna move to the First Baptist.
Well,
Has that worked out, or is that?
Yeah, then
from-
I think that an attorney or something needs to go over that contract that they're trying to get her to do, that they can take it over within, they don't have to give her no time, kick her out and take over. They can't do that.
Who's they?
That church.
Oh, the First Baptist?
Yeah.
So they,
I read the contract, Brad. It's, I know another guy in town that used to do contracts like that, and he got beat in court.
yeah,
I was the guy that beat him in court because he was a honky, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I think it was really bad. I'm trying to ask you: is there any buildings that you know of, or that you have for rent, or something that she can get in there at a lower rate to get help? I mean, I go help her every month. I haul from the Dollar General for her, and I don't charge her a bit. Like, to give back to this community, she needs some help.
yeah, okay. I'll give her a call. I'll ask
Yeah.
her. So, all right,
That'd be awesome.
okay,
Thanks.
okay, sure. Well, is there anybody I missed? Wanted to talk? Okay. Ben, did you have anything you want to add, or do you, no? Okay, all right, okay. All right, okay, well, I guess we'll go on to our water and wastewater report. Mr. Chase Perry?
All right. Aside from all the recent rain that we've gotten, it's been a pretty typical.
We got, what, 3 inches in 45 minutes? Is that what you said?
It was, the rain gauge we run off of out there only was like 1.7, but I've heard stories of some people here in town getting a little bit more.
2 1/4 at my house.
What?
2 1/4 at my house.
Oh, really? Two and a quarter?
Yeah, 2
Two and a
1/4.
quarter,
Yeah.
okay.
Other than that, it's been a pretty normal operation month. Just typical system, plant operations, maintenance. Been working on I found a water inspection from the previous inspection that we had in '24. There's a few minor deficiencies on there that was just never addressed. I've got some screens I need to swap out. We're gonna knock that out, and hopefully we'll be squared away aside from the filter. Pushing for flushing the hydrants next Wednesday and Thursday. I'm gonna have Michelle send out a reach alert Monday just to notify people that your water may be discolored. We may just be in your area, and that's just part of us stirring up the system. We're in the process of replacing roughly 30 meters that are 1 million gallons and above. They tend to lose accuracy over time.
Yeah, and I think we're going to talk about that I think we're going forward with this bid with Ottweiler, so hopefully that'll work out too. So
I think we're getting down to the point of the bigger meters
yeah,
for the businesses that we don't have that we would have to order.
right,
So if we can just get the regular meters knocked out,
right, okay,
shouldn't be an issue there.
yeah,
That's pretty well it for the water. I know Carter's been cleaning up the barn. Barn looks great, best it's ever been.
yeah. I got to commend Carter, ran out there last night, making sure the drains are clean, everything. He's done a great job. I appreciated him.
Yeah, he was super eager to get out there.
Yeah.
He got a little taste of.
Yeah, it was. I was stopped by there at 9, and he was cleaning Jefferson out, and
It becomes a never-ending battle, You
I know,
work on
but-
those drains,
but still,
move on to the
it's
next one.
nice.
and-
I appreciate
Yeah.
you being out there and taking care of everything. So
On the wastewater side, we had some issues with the sewer back here at the barn. we ended up running an entirely new line. I think it was roughly 140 foot or so. There's a storm line that was all combined together. I think somewhere in translation with the project out here, they either didn't reconnect the sewer line back there or they just ripped through it. But we ran a camera and we noticed that line cuts across the drive there. So rather than doing any more exploratory digging, we just stopped right at the edge of the drive and ended up just running an entirely new line. We're gonna take that storm line out here, put perforated tile in it, and pick up everything coming off of the drive, and then head it out. We'll just run it down the hill into the new storm intercept. There's a couple issues down at the ball diamond with the water and just miscommunication on whose responsibility it was to winterize it. There was 2 toilets that we had to swap out. We were having an issue with the hot water heater. It wasn't getting enough voltage. So Cam used the locator and ended up finding another break in the line. Got that all squared away and we didn't have to replace anything to my knowledge.
I just had to dig up the old line and it was completely rotted.
Yeah.
Put a new one in and it was good to go.
I finally got a hold of somebody from Cooley's about the lift station pump. I know, I'm like a broken record, I think I've been talking about it the past couple months. It's been like 4 or 5 months since they pulled it. They were having some issues with transfer of hands at Cooley's. Big corporation bought them out and about 25 of their employees jumped ship. So the previous guy that I had been talking to, he never followed up with me as far as the timeline. I just talked to the new guy. He's going to get a head count on all the stuff that is incomplete when it comes to the pumps and where their pumps are at, and he's going to give me a call back. And I'll probably end up just calling him tomorrow and just heckling him. Been doing a lot of camera work this month. People's sewer being backed up. We try to run a camera down it and see what the issue is, if it falls on us, if it falls on them. All the camera work that we've done this month has been resolved. At the lagoons, we're actively disinfecting right now. The levels kind of got away from us a little bit because we were trying to limit our discharge per day. We got a lot of I&I. Water was coming in, but not enough was going out, so we had to increase the flow. We're using a little bit more chemicals, but we're pumping as much out as we can to not exceed our limits. Obviously, last night's rain, it was just a surcharge for our system. I mean, I wasn't able to get out to really see what was going on, but I do know this morning that when I went around, the water was gone, which I know there were some areas that it took days for it to get away. But yeah, we'll do what we can to address all the issues. There's a major deficiency down that way, and obviously on your guys' end, and it'll probably be a long time coming, but it's not something I'm gonna forget about. And you probably heard that before, but it's to the cherry on top, Carter seems to be fitting in.
Yeah.
He's finding his place. Everybody's they're starting to see his personality, and I think he's been a good fit. So
Good.
He's learning every day, and
Yeah,
that's all I got.
got a lot of positive comments about Carter. He's doing great. Yeah. So, hey, I just got a text from Dan Cutshaw, who said we should vote on to go forward with our bid then with utility supply and Ottenweiler. So let me get the bid numbers for that and go back.
I don't know. It's a part of this project he's talking about.
Okay.
So, I think that may be the first thing underway. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they go hand in hand.
Hopefully this year.
I believe so. I don't know. Do you know?
I know it's already 4 months into the year.
Yeah.
12 months in the last year.
Yeah. Say it's been 3, 4 years now. At least, that filter.
Yeah, like 2022, 2023. I mean, we had our inspection in 24 and it was, like it had been a year or two.
Okay. Well, we have been in the process for our guests here of getting bids. One of our water filters has been leaking, and we've been in. So we've applied for a grant, for an OCRA grant for $750,000. We also are getting new water meters as well. That's where Ben and Utility Supply and Brandon Brad and Utility Supply come in. Our engineer has just approved our everything, and so we're to vote on this meeting. Our bid for replacing the water filter is $580,420 even. And then our bid for the meters is $322,256 from Utility Supply. And I'm not quick.
Otwell right here?
No.
Okay. Because they're the ones actually that, my bid went to them, because they're the ones priming all this.
Okay.
Right, so.
All right. Yeah.
I know, I'm not sure, was it all three? Was that the,
Yes. Yes.
their
that was-
original bid was 328038, so I don't know.
Yes. Okay.
If that's to be held, because
yeah.
my bid went to them to make sure.
Oh,
it was
that's
under-
true.
and they
That's a
were
good
covered.
point.
We
Okay.
talked about that, so.
Well, okay, let's,
That was just for my notes, I don't know if that's exact.
right. Okay, that's a good point. Okay, so that gives us a total of $908,458. So the city then would cover $158,458. So, $158,458. And, so, that then would give us all brand-new meters throughout the whole city. Ben has given us a demonstration on how that works, and it goes through, you can, the individual, individuals then, all the water customers can track their own water usage either through an app or through, on the computer, is that correct?
Yeah, so the meters are going through, they're transmitting, they're collected through a central collector, bundled into the software, then from the software, there's tools for the utility to use, and then once it's in and down the road, there'll be a tool for the end users, i.e. residents, to log in and track and check their usage.
Yeah.
Well,
That's,
they won't have to ride around and read the meters anymore then? So that's true.
Right, yeah,
They'll
that's,
still do meter checks and
Okay.
work orders, but driving around to collect a bill,
Yeah.
billable read will no longer be needed.
yeah, so it'll be a big improvement. Oh, yeah,
I mean, free time for,
absolutely. Absolutely, and yes, there's just a lot of features on this newer system and again, if anybody wants to check their water usage, let's say they think they've got a water leak and they can just get online and check it out. Which is gonna be cool. That's gonna really help a lot.
Yep.
So do we have a motion then to go ahead and go forward with our bid as been presented by and recommended by our engineers?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Gary Cagle motions.
I'll second.
Okay, Gary Bloomer seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, very good. Okay, well, that's moved on, and,
I do have a question.
yes.
So down on High Street in Columbia, where it jogs, there's the little white house that sits on the west side on the corner, that sidewalk there. It don't matter if it's raining, we got 4 days of dryness, there's water that runs across the street and goes into the drain there
Yeah.
all the time. Is that us? Is that house leaking? Have you ever seen it, Chase?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's every day.
Yeah.
That water goes across there.
I don't have a water main on that side. Their meter is more towards the kind of the backside of their house.
I mean,
Unless they have a sump pump and they've
I think
got.
they do. I remember Robbie making a comment when he was here that they
So
had
you
a
think
sump
just
pump
pumping
and
something
sump
out
out of their crawl space
or something?
Yeah, water.
Okay.
So
So then that way, there's no way for us to be able to tell. I'm just talking about the sewage rates and this and that. you
Yeah.
know. The biggest thing for me, I just didn't want us to have a problem, and because I drive that street every day. I didn't know if you guys had noticed that or not, but I didn't want something underground just keep going and going and going. But
Yeah, I know exactly.
but it goes every day, and it goes right across at an angle right down to the manhole there. So I don't know what we do about that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pumping water every day, and
Right, yeah,
so-
that's a water.
There was another house, I think, down west, the last block of High Street, that kind of was the same predicament. There's always water running there. Come to find out, there was a little hole in the sidewalk that they had a sump that would just constantly run.
Really,
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah, well, that's
It's-
probably the right place to put it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
as
fine.
far as it being addressed, I pretty well addressed it in
Yeah.
every manner that I possibly could have. And with the main being on the east side,
Okay.
unless there's an old line, service line that was
I
never
just-
properly disconnected or whatever, you know.
But it's nonstop. So I just I didn't know if you guys were aware of it or not. So I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention.
Okay. You guys are welcome to leave. I know you can, if you want to listen to the rest of the reports, you can, or if you can stay, or you don't feel like it's awkward. Okay, all right. Well,
Already here.
yep, that's true. Okay, well, our street supervisor is Cam Bonaway. Next for his report. Okay, all right, thank you, Ben. Okay, all right, okay, thanks, Brad. Okay, thank you, guys.
we had that last storm go through. We had some storm damage. We had a tree blow down at Fireman's Park. We got that all cleaned up. We got everything cleaned up other than the stump. We just got it done yesterday. The saw wasn't big enough to go through it, so I brought mine in, and it was big enough to go through it. So
Okay.
we got that cut up and cut in half and hauled out of there. We still got the hole to get fixed and everything, but just got all the speed limit signs redone. I know you guys had passed the ordinance on that, lowering the speed limit down Main Street. We got all those swapped out and took care of. I think it was Edward Jones requested to get some parking lots or paint done on the road,
Right.
get a handicap spot and a couple others done. We got that addressed for them. I ordered a roll-off dumpster in. We've been cleaning up a lot. We cleaned up a bunch at the Ball Diamond, the old street barn. We just got it completely full and sent it back off. So we filled it up. I was working on the yard out here in front of City Hall, but then it just all flooded it. So I got to redo it.
Oh, my.
The entire thing. I just done it was it Monday or Friday or from Monday?
Yeah.
I'll work on it probably tomorrow or whenever the rain's gonna be done again. We had been hauling a lot of millings out to the Ball Diamond there at the old tennis court. We kinda got rid of the old gully that was going between there. We put a 6-inch tile through there and backfilled it, and just been hauling a lot of millings out there. And they were free. We had them from the last paving project. Figured we might as well use them, make a nice base out there for extra parking.
Sure.
Or any other infrastructure that's to go out there. I mean, stuff gets hard, it's like concrete. I mean, it's better than gravel in my opinion, and it's free. So we've been doing that and leveled that all out. We got a little more to do, but we'd gotten caught up on some other jobs and trying to get those done. Like Chase said, Ball Diamond, the water heater, come to find out it was another main break in the wire. Got that dug up, got that all fixed. When we were hauling those millings, I know Gary came in to help out. I'd noticed a problem with the dump truck. The wheels kept getting loose in the back. So pulled it in the shop, come to find out, had like 3 broken studs in the back, and so put a whole new brake job on it and had to redo everything, put all new studs in it and a bunch of other things, but we got that fixed. I have one wheel I need to get ordered and get replaced on it, but it's all good to go now again. We've been doing yard waste. I know that's always never ending, but we're going to try to do every 2 weeks through the summer. I can't do it every week, so I just don't have enough time through the year. I mean, we're constantly mowing. I mean, you know how busy it is, but we try to get it when we can, but like I said, every 2 weeks it's going to be yard waste day, and we're going to go around and chip up everything. I know from that last storm we had 3 dump truck loads of chips, just nothing but brush. But we'll be doing that again next week for everybody. I know there are some leaf piles out.
Is the first and third Mondays, is that right?
It'd be something like that. It'll kind of equal out, and it'll be like the first Monday and the last Monday or something like that of the month.
Okay, all right.
Every other week. I mean, sometimes if we have a little spare time, we'll go out and pick it up. But been mowing full force now. We do football field again. We don't have the school now. We don't do, so it kind of helped a little bit. But we got all the ball diamonds, the trail property, the Fireman's Park, the Baldwin Park, all the downtown parks. I mean, there's Triangle. We got tons of mowing still, but I am pretty happy with how the springs turned out with, I think his name's Chris Shannon.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's been really good for the weed control and fertilizer and stuff. I know he's got another round coming up here of something. I think it's fertilizer.
Good.
But he's doing a real well job on that, and just keeping up on miscellaneous work, so that's about it.
All right, very good. All right, thank you. All right, and Chief Snyder for Police Department. I saw him reaching for his taser when he walked by you. I wasn't sure.
Everybody told me don't feed into him, so
Yeah.
I was just not gonna say anything to him. But you all are witnesses, he
Yeah.
fired the first shot.
Yeah, there you go.
So the war had
There
to
it
be
is.
clear.
That's right, that's right. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, in those sheets, you're gonna find 2 of them, because I think I gypped you one from last month, so. I went ahead and printed it off because Staples had a sale on paper this month.
Yeah.
And you, sir, you just sit there and mind your manners.
Pretty rough for me to do when you get older.
We expect you to have decorum in this house, okay?
Yeah, that's,
That's enough. I got handcuffs for you, bud. One size fits all.
yeah.
Matching, I hope silver's your color. If Gary and I didn't banter back and forth like this, we'd think we hated each other.
Yeah,
No, it's always gonna be a rough crowd when Gary's in the audience,
yeah.
so. But I will say that, these are the kind of interactions I do enjoy with the citizens in the community here. I'm not gonna get much of your teary-eyed or nothing, Gary, but no, it's nice that we enjoy these kind of relationships with folks in the community. So,
We got 3 Garys here today, and I think they're all interacting with you. Well, this Gary, he tests out your cops to make sure that their speed control's
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
I've already got complaints about the speed zone out there.
Oh, no.
I have a question, Brad.
Oh, sure.
Did you slow down the speed on this road too?
No, not State Road 18?
Can you fix Mr. Snyder's old car, because that car was going really slow this morning, that new one he's got, he must not know how to drive.
I tell you, it's a rough crowd today.
see what you bring to this assembly? Gee, many Christmas. Well, as luck would have it, I have 2 pairs of handcuffs, Brooks. One's for you and one's for Gary.
Yeah, that's right.
Anybody else want to fire any shots at the chief while we're at it before I get into my report?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if
Visited me the other night, we had a nice chat. I had a good time.
after this, I'll have to go back down to Gary's tonight for my mental debriefing here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Lay on Gary's couch outside there on the porch and say, "Tell me all about your life." No, seriously, if anybody wants to fire a shot at me, here I am. Take it now. I've got my vest on. And Brittany, I expected better out of you. I really did. I'm kidding.
Go ahead.
Can I get started now, Mayor?
You can,
I'll tell
go
you
ahead,
what. Anyways, anybody have any questions about those? Reports? Nope, okay, cool. I'll make this quickly as I can. So yeah, we talked a little bit about the speed limits, just for clarification on that, and to also remind folks, Mayor, if you can put this in the paper, to be aware that the speed limit now, going down Main Street from Chestnut Street to Monroe Street is 25 mile an hour. That was 30 mile an hour. It's been reduced 5 mile an hour. And then from Monroe Street north down to Windsor Street through the business district of town, that has been lowered from 30 to 20 mile an hour. As far as, Justin, to address your question on a serious note here, if I can be serious with you for a minute, because I'm not sure you can be serious, but I am serious about being serious here, so bear with me. We can't adjust the speed limits on the highway. Again, you and I talked about the street signs that you brought up, your concerns about with the stop sign. The city has absolutely no control over the placement or types of signs that are placed on any entry onto the state highway. So they don't even check in with us. They just put them where they see fit. So,
So can the city place like no parking in front of the building or
Well,
in front of mine and Chase's, like where my wall's at? Because like semis come across that track and park there and walk to Speedway.
now you're talking about on the drive, in front of the driveway?
Blocks my driveway all the time.
Yeah, they can't block a driveway. I mean, you can't block a driveway. That's a state law.
Semis literally park there to walk to Speedway.
Yeah, you can put if you choose to, since it's your driveway. We can't put the signage up on the highway, but you can put it up on your own property that there is no parking in front of driveway.
he can do that? I mean, I guess,
Yeah, as far as his property goes, the state law already says you
Okay.
can't block a private drive.
right. Okay.
But if you want to drive that point home on your property, you can put, a sign that says no parking in front of drive.
But your property doesn't start for several feet beyond I mean,
From the
it's
center of the highway, right?
from the center of the highway, so I mean, how far, because you'd have to find that out, but I would
Well,
bet you're,
that
I bet you're
first stop
10
sign, that's
10
why-
feet off of the
That first
road.
stop sign's why it got
10 or
hit,
15
because
feet.
it's 75 foot over, and I thought they were only allowed 50. Is that correct?
I don't know, are they? I really don't know.
Highway to, onto the property, I think it's 50.
Because they have a right of way that's pretty large. I know in my house, because most of my side yard is right of way. It's not even my yard. So they ever want to expand the highway, they're going to take up a lot more yard.
My suggestion to you would be to reach out to, I can't remember the guy's name. I don't think it's Dana Plattner, but one of the folks up at the State Highway Garage up in Fort Wayne, and have one of them try to get back with you and talk about the do's and don'ts, what you can and can't do, where you can place stuff at.
Well, I talked to the one, and he did do an aerial view, and he said that the stop sign that was on the left side by the railroad tracks has been there for many years,
Right.
by that box. So why they added another one, I can't see. So they did put in a complaint. It just,
Oh, so they have, how,
it hasn't went nowhere.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
that was a month
yeah,
ago.
okay, all right.
When- I guess when I called you
Yeah.
about a month ago, because I thought maybe you guys put it in. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we the city does not, can't, and actually can't put any kind of signage up as far as traffic regulations, on any of the streets, the side streets included, that feed onto the highway.
yeah.
Anybody have any other questions on any of that? Okay. So we had a member, Diana Ball, approach the city council Monday night about a four-way stop, making that intersection at Monroe and Finch Street a four-way stop. The council deferred that back to the Board of Works, since you guys would actually be the ones to make that decision to do that. What I recommend to the council at the time is when they do that they add that we just kind of go down and we try to do a traffic study down there, kind of watch the intersections a little bit. So we can kind of also kind of check speeds and things like that. It probably doesn't have to be anything as elaborate as we did on the main street. Though if you chose to reach out to LTAP or wanted us to reach out to LTAP so they could put the monitors down there, we could probably do that. But there's not that kind of traffic flow that I don't think we couldn't probably sit down there for a few shifts for maybe an hour at a time during various parts of the day, different hours, including the weekends, and try to come back with some feedback about that for you. So,
It'd be nice if they put those just as, I think you get more accurate reading, because if somebody sees a car sitting there watching them, they're more likely to stop.
So,
Yeah, they gotta stop,
yeah, so because we know most people are more compliant when there's a marked police car sitting down there, we're probably going to be using vehicles that aren't marked.
Okay,
It's going to probably just blend in with the surroundings.
okay.
I just know there's a lot of kids down there playing.
Yeah, we've fielded several complaints of vehicles running the stop sign, several complaints of people or kids. I'll call them kids because I'm getting to the point in time where everybody's a kid at my age. Hush. That wasn't a opportunity for you to chime in. You didn't have to. Your face said it all. But we've had a lot of complaints about just traffic issues down there in general. ATVs, mini bikes, things of that nature, things that they're not supposed to be riding on the road anyway. But we've had a lot of complaints in that neighborhood. I will tell you that I think the tragedy that happened, a week ago, I think has caused a lot of those that were involved in riding those mini bikes and go-karts and driving crazy in traffic to rethink their modality when they're driving.
Yeah, I know.
It's unfortunate it took those kind of events for those to kind of rethink their driving habits. But if there's anything that come out of that, I think that was one of the things right there. So I'd had a conversation with one of the kids, and he seemed to have a changed demeanor.
There was a request to put make a Finch and Monroe a four-way stop, as opposed to it's just a two-way stop on Finch only. Finch, well,
The T Street ends up on Green Street right there.
Yeah.
That's Finch, north
So
and
it's all
south.
the way east on Monroe, and it's the last street before Monroe goes around. There's another block.
Bryce turns into it. Turn the end of Bryce on the east, turns into
Yeah.
Finch.
Yeah.
So the problem there, because I grew up there, is when you come down Monroe, and then you got Finch coming down the hill, as I done it. Bicycles, you're flying, cars coming this way, you don't stop, bikes don't stop. So that's probably Diana's concern.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think more her concern is the north-south traffic on Finch Street because of some of the things you're talking about right there. It just seems natural because of gravitational pull and heavy feet on the accelerator to go down
Yeah.
that brick road a little fast.
I've seen
Well,
it.
Gary lives down there. I grew up there, down at Fred's. I could, without a study, I could tell you we probably do need it.
Wouldn't bother me any.
If you want to do a study, Chris, that's fine. with
Well, that's
me.
entirely, I just put
No,
that
I
out
think
there
it's
as
a
an
good
offer.
idea. We always should study these.
I mean,
things.
I don't think, enter into these things irreverently is always a good idea. That way if somebody comes
At
back and
least
said
we've done our
why.
homework.
Right.
Right, I think
That's
that's
fine.
I think that's the prudent thing to do.
Okay.
But then again, that's totally up to you guys, how you'd like us to proceed going
I
forward.
think that's a good idea.
Okay. So we're gonna be looking into that as well. To that effect, talking about that area and some of the problems we've had, just to make it clear, mini bikes, go-karts are not allowed on the city streets. They're not technically allowed up and down alleyways either, because that is still considered, even whether it's improved or unapproved, it's still a right-of-way or a highway under Indiana laws, they refer to it as. We try to show as much grace as we can. We're not trying to stifle anybody's enjoyment or opportunity to have a little fun. But things are getting carried away where people are driving recklessly on those. And so we are adopting a zero tolerance policy. We catch those on the roadway, we're going to tow them for about to the tune of probably $125 for a tow bill. We're going to give them a ticket, which is probably about a $150 ticket. And if they've committed a crime while they're in operation of it and they can go to jail, they will. Again, we're not trying to, step on any, rain on anybody's parade or just, again, trying to stomp out their ability to have fun and enjoy recreation outside. We just need to do that in a safe manner. So just to be clear on that. Moving on to golf carts and ATVs, it is that time again. Our current permits expire on the 30th of this month, with the new ones taking effect on May 1st. I reached out to Michael, who had been doing our permits in the past, 3 weeks ago, I think it was, he sent me the proofs. I told him to go to press, and he says he's been having intermittent problems with his printer. I would suggest, given the proximity to the time that we give it maybe another week, and if we can't get him to get those to us, that we move on and find another printer.
He was here this morning. Did he drop off anything? No? Okay.
Yeah, we're just getting down to the wire on that.
Okay.
We've already had several people, I believe, in
Right.
in City Hall here that's asked about them, and we've not
Right.
been able to get those for them.
Okay.
So I would say, by this time next week, if we can't have some progress, we need to move on.
I agree.
I will tell you that since the adoption of that ordinance, we've not had any complaints or issues with actual ATVs being operated in reckless manners on the road. So I think I still think at this point it was a good thing to do that.
Chris, you know anybody else that does that kind of work?
Yeah, we used the company up in Bluffton before, Michael being a local guy, we wanted to try to keep the business local. And no harm, no foul to him as far as that goes. We just got to get this moving along, or we're going to have to try to find some alternative ways to get those stickers. We just don't want to leave people hanging when they're asking to be in compliance with the ordinances. We don't want to leave them hanging like that. With the water yesterday, I can tell you of all the problems it created everybody else, it didn't create us any problems as far as the police department goes. Hiring process, update on that. We are getting applications that are coming in. The mayor and I have sat down a couple of weeks, over the last couple of weeks, I should say, kind of looked through some of those. Because our process is open, it's open-ended, I should say, that we're just going to continue to collect those until we get an adequate pool to really go through, and then send out letters to those who have, after everything's been checked and all of their documents and their application is just completed. As the instructions were given, then we'll start sending out letters to do a physical agility test and continue on the hiring process. It is, we're hiring, we're going to probably hire for a little bit of both, honestly. We're going to hire full-time. We're looking for full-time. That's our primary focus. We've always accepted applications for qualified part-time help as well. And probably will continue to do so because they're still an integral part of what we do in scheduling and providing service to the community. You're welcome. Scams. We'll touch on this real briefly. They're popping up faster than dandelions right now. Yeah, I took a call today. So there's just, these people are really crafty in the way they're trying to get into people's pocketbooks. So I will just tell you this to sum it up. If it sounds like it is too good to be true, it probably is. Don't give anybody any money. Don't go get checks from the bank. Don't get prepaid Visa cards, Walmart cards. Don't do any of that. If you're getting a call from the IRS, it's 99.999% a scam because that's not how they do business. They're not going to tell you in advance that they're coming to arrest you for an unpaid tax, whatever. That's not how they work. They just show up. They're not that nice. They're not going to give you advance notice. So just be very aware of the likelihood of phone calls you get asking for banking information, financial information. Be wary of those as scams. And explain to the person on the phone if you have to that we're going to have to do some check-in. We'll talk to the local police department or law enforcement to determine whether or not they believe this is a scam before we proceed forward. So it's not. I don't want people, as again today, folks told me, we're really sorry to have to call you. Don't be sorry. That's why we're here. Call us early, call us often, but geez, please call us. We'd rather take your report, and help you prevent this than we would have to take the report later. So with that, or if there's any questions, I'll entertain them. If not, I will.
Do you have any more reports on your body car cams?
Oh, yes, I did, and I forgot to add that on there. I'm sorry. I'm still waiting for another quote to come in yet. We're still waiting to hear results of the grant when those are. I believe that'll be released probably in the next month. Okay. So we'll have a better idea whether or not we're going to be able to get the grant for that we applied for. Good. So, but beyond that, I don't have any additional updates.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And then Chief King sent me a text with his information. said we had 13 EMS and 8 fire runs last month. And they are having issues with their squad car. They're going to take it in on the April 30th. So that's the fire report. Okay.
Mayor, you want to also touch on the news with the ambulances back over here?
Oh, well, yeah, is it over there now? Is it, I guess I don't even know that.
I'll jump up here and help you out with that. Yeah, okay. So without notice, I would take it from your response there, without notice to maybe yourself or me, either one, that it does look like our ambulance is back over here
Okay.
in the garage and has been responding to runs from
Good.
the old Lions Club. So
Okay, they have, IU Health has not sent me the lease yet,
okay,
so.
you want me to go kick them out?
Yeah, yeah, there you go. But
Okay,
so,
all right.
so they're in there without a lease, I guess, so, but.
You don't want me to
but-
muscle them? Okay, if you don't want me
I
to
know,
muscle them.
I know, yeah, there you go. No.
I was going to.
So I'm glad they're there, though.
When I was mowing yesterday, they were backing in, I thought, they're back.
Yeah, that's good. So,
I was
yeah,
gonna-
they're,
I was
so-
going to deputize a posse from the people that are here.
Yeah.
We're going to go get them.
Yeah, so, okay,
But no,
okay.
but they have been responding from over there at the where they previously lived at. So
Good, okay.
Yep, good
Very
news.
Yeah,
Good
it is,
news.
that's great news.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. All right. Okay. All right, so the next thing is water adjustments. Let's see, we have, that one's last one. FTM Properties, they are averaging 1,000 gallons a month, and then they had a 54,000 gallon month where they had a water leak, where they had basically several water lines break during the freezing temperatures. Very complimentary to Michelle and our staff for how nice they've been dealing with them, which I appreciate that. And she wrote a long letter. But so her sanitary went from $49.12 a month to $544.16 that month. That's our policy. I'm not sure, we don't have to vote on this. That's a policy, but that's the adjustment that we recommend going forward with. So that, then apparently they've turned that into Servine, which is good. So they also get a water adjustment for that too. So very important, if anybody's listening, verify you are on Servine insurance, because it really comes in handy when you have a water leak. And the same thing then with Joe Roten. He went from 3,000 gallons a month on average, 1 to 3, to 13,000 gallons. So again, we'll go ahead and just make that adjustment to his sanitary water use. So that's it for that. I'm sorry?
Claims docket.
I'm sorry?
Claims docket.
Claims docket, yes. So we got the claims docket. Do we have a motion to approve the claims as presented? Gary Blumer's motion, Gary
I'll
Cagle
second.
seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And new business, I don't think we've got any new business. Our old business, Robert King, his house has been condemned by the Board of Health and also our building, the Blackford Building Construction, what do you call that building?
Planning and
Building.
zoning.
No, yeah, planning and zoning, I guess. So they both have said that that's an unsafe structure. We've sent him numerous letters that we intend to tear down the building, tear his house. He has not replied to any of them. I think he's living in Bluffton now. So I have 2 bids then to tear down his house. Actually, well, one bid is Ramsey Excavating for $8,000. And so we got that one. And the second one is from Bex for $18,000. So I guess, go forward with ram's ears. I mean,
Go
should
with
we,
it.
yeah, we should, you wanna make a motion, we go
I'll make a
forward?
motion.
Okay, Gary
I'll
Bloomer,
second.
Gary Cagle second, so all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, very good.
That's cheaper than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, that's a good price. He's actually,
Dumpsters
he's,
aren't cheap.
yeah, yep. Okay, do we have any other business? Anybody else wants to bring up? Yes, that's Justin.
I did forget one thing.
Uh-huh.
You guys have given me 90 days to get
Yeah.
drainage in over there. I have not used the water,
Okay,
but I'm ready to build a bathroom.
Oh.
John with his,
Yeah,
with what happened,
I've seen him working over there, but
he
yeah.
he wasn't able to get over there, but
Yeah.
we've got it to the building now, so.
Okay, good,
We are
good.
good. We're
Very
still
good,
not using
okay.
water yet.
All right, well, good,
Just
good.
wanted to give you an update on
Okay,
that.
right, thank you, all right. Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Gary Cagle motion, Gary Cagle
Justin.
motions, Gary Blumenauer seconds, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Justin, who owns that building up there?
Okay, thank you, everybody. You guys have a great day.